Polaris has taken what they've learned from us racing in Baja, what they've learned from Xavier and SLR racing at Dakar, and they've built the ultimate machine.
To go win Dakar, you need a balance of performance and durability.
The car is pushed at this limit during 15 days in total. A normal race, you have 2, 3, 4 days maximum. So the reliability is the biggest key.
The durability of the Pro R is phenomenal, and I think Dakar, it's a durability race. You know, you're racing for a few thousand miles in a span of 2 weeks essentially, and I think just having a very durable vehicle is key. Being able to push when you need to, go flat out all day if you have to. I think the vehicle can do it, and it's cool to see how capable these vehicles are nowadays.
Even if you have the best optimized performance car, it could work one stage, but 15 stage in total, day after day, it's not the same story.
This is the most important for me. If I need to choose between performance and durability, I will prefer durability, but we have both, so it's cool.
There's a massive difference between a Dakar-style rally raid car and a Score Best in the Desert race car. You know, we have to build a car that we can race through that kind of environment and that kind of punishment. They need to be lighter, more nimble, and the power to weight ratio is huge on those cars. They got to be comfortable. We're going to be sitting in them for 14 days, 12 hours a day.
We could take our factory Pro R as it sits today and go race it in Dakar. That's what we would do. That thing is dialed. The FIA and the ASO has specific rules that won't allow us to do that. We can only run 32-inch tires. We have to have a 27mm restrictor. We have a minimum weight of 1,100 kilograms, which is 2,450 pounds or something like that. And so all those reasons make us do a completely different tune, a totally different setup. Even though it's the same base chassis and the same base components, totally different feeling vehicle, and because of that we have to hit our minimum weight, which of 1,100 pounds, because we're power limited because of that restrictor size.
The differences between my Dakar vehicle and my Baja vehicle are, not a ton different. The Dakar vehicle has, a windshield, which I'm not used to. It has a windshield, it runs smaller tires. We can't run live valve shocks, so we just have a traditional shock setup that we kind of work around. Even though it may have smaller tires or not have live valve stuff, it is still very similar to my Polaris factory racing vehicle, and they were kind of built out the same factory and it drives like they were.
This is where Polaris did a really good job because it's really strong, but also not so much heavy, it's well optimized. And what remain untouched are main part of the transmission, the engine, and some parts on rear axle, front axle also. In terms of percentage, I could say that around 60% of the car is the same as the road vehicle. This is also why Polaris and us are really proud of the project, because it means that a road vehicle product can perform at Dakar.
We know our potential, and we know also the potential of the racer. So we know we can win the Dakar. It's more of a mindset than the adjustment, because the car was already good.
Last year, him racing and winning, he's had a GoPro on his car and took a bunch of footage, and he literally stretched out a little video of the different terrains that we go over. So that's been huge, just being able to see that when I was setting up the car here in the States and trying to get the shock stuff as good as it can be. So sharing that insight of maybe how he thinks the car can be set up and versus kind of how I set it up. I think it's cool to be able to work with him on that level of stuff and try to give both of us, the most capable Polaris Pro R.